By 2025, 1.8 billion people will be living in countries or regions with absolute water scarcity. The land I am standing upon at the moment is not a far reach if we do not step up to tackle our water challenges. Our cause is urgent. We must help the world solve water. It's especially critical that we tap into the talent, creativity, and passion of our youth. We need you to help us create a more sustainable future. Today, I am honoured to share the achievements of the amazing students who have come forward and joined Xylem in our quest to solve water. In just 8 weeks, these dedicated students worked to educate themselves and solve 4 tough but very real water challenges. Their bold ideas and innovation have inspired us at Xylem, and we are so excited to celebrate their achievements with all of you today. Proudly presented by Xylem, a warm welcome everyone to the Xylem Ignite Awards Ceremony and global launch. I am Jennifer Gillespie, HR Director of Southeast Asia, and I'm honoured to be your MC for today. The course of today's events will be as follows. We will first be having Patrick Decker, Xylem's President and CEO, give his opening address, followed by Xylem Ignite's Programme Leader, Delph Mack. We will then move into the award presentations, starting off with a high school awards category, which will be led by Hayate Yurkadis, SVP and President of Water Infrastructure and Europe Commercial Team. And then moving into the University Awards category, led by Dave Flinton, Xylem's SVP and Chief Innovation Technology and Products Officer. So what inspired the students to join our Innovation Challenge, and what were the obstacles they had to overcome? I'm sure you're as curious as me to find out. And we'll be hearing from the top student winners about their experiences in the competition. Now let me invite Xylem's President and CEO, Patrick Decker, to give his opening remarks. Patrick, please.
Thanks and welcome everybody, especially this year's Xylem Global Student Innovation Challenge participants. I want to start here with a quote from one of this year's finalists. It's a young woman innovator named Follett Patel, and she's from a high school on the western coast of India in Gujarat. She was part of the challenge team called the Mizu Warriors, and her team's presentation video, she said the following, and I want to quote, "As human beings, it is our responsibility to give the next generation a better version of the world with more positive changes. It's our responsibility not to let them inherit the earth with basic environmental problems." Those 2 words, our responsibility, they hold the key to what makes your generation so unique and so incredibly powerful. Those 2 words hold the key to the future of our planet and the more than 7 billion people who share it with us. You are different than the generations that preceded you. You inherently understand the dangers that our environment is facing right now and the impact it's having on humanity. In particular, those of our neighbors around the world that are most vulnerable. You recognize and you own the role that you can play in challenging the status quo and driving progress. Your generation is ready to take responsibility and to take action. And let me tell you, from my experience, this makes all the difference in the world. When I saw your presentations, when I saw your talent, your passion for solving water challenges, for fighting climate change and addressing issues of inequity, I was so inspired and I was so impressed by what I saw. I believe, actually, I know that you will change the world. That's what Xylem Ignite is all about. You know, we recognize as a company the environmental challenges that are intensified by climate change, by conflict around the world, by disease. And we also appreciate how important it is to prepare, engage, and empower the next generation in this journey. We have been sponsoring initiatives around the world to engage youth and future leaders, such as the Stockholm Junior Water Prize for many years. We know that students are very interested, that you care, and we know how much that you're able to contribute. So about a year ago, we decided to create a program called Xylem Ignite. The idea was actually ignited by a number of our younger leaders and colleagues across the company. And they wanted to find a way to, again, ignite and empower others outside of the four walls of Xylem to join us on this journey. Your generation, you've got so much talent, you have so many ideas, they're bold, they're not status quo, you're passionate about this cause, but you're also digital fluent. You know, you understand the importance and the power of applying digital technologies to help solve some of our most basic and greatest challenges around the world. You've grown up in a digital environment. There's another reason why you all are so uniquely qualified to take on this charge. You know that you can't do it alone. You know that it is all about coming together to solve these challenges. As I always say, solving water is a team sport. And that's why we need to engage the public. We need to help people understand why this is so important and why we all have to come together to protect our most precious resource on this planet. And with your generation's ability to connect through social media, you can help change the public's habits, the consciousness that we need for everyone on this planet to have about water. And you're doing it. You know, you're stepping up and you're taking responsibility. And in doing so, you all are inspiring the rest of the world. And we want to help you. Through programs like Xylem Ignite, we can and we are starting a movement. We can help millions of people around the world reach out, reach up, make a difference, and help each other in doing so. So on behalf of Xylem, I just want to thank you for your passion and commitment. As we say in our tagline, let's solve water. I always say, let's remove the apostrophe and make it, let us solve water. We need to do this together. And I am so proud to be on this journey with you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Patrick. I'll now invite Delph Mack, Senior Director of Client Development, Xylem Digital Solutions, and Xylem Ignite's Program Leader, to share a few words about the Innovation Challenge. Delph, please.
Thank you, Patrick, for inspiring words, and thanks, Jen, for the introduction. I was equally in awe looking through the students' exceptional projects. While they could have chosen to use their free time hanging out with friends or watching TV shows, over 650 students from tertiary institutions and high schools chose to spend their 8 weeks solving real-world water challenges with Xylem. I'm so proud of all of you, participants of 2021 Xylem Global Student Innovation Challenge. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Delph Mack, and I'm the Senior Director of Client Development in Xylem Digital Solutions. I'm also honored to be leading Xylem Ignite, our global youth program which seeks to empower the next generation to solve water challenges and drive innovation breakthroughs. In early April, we asked students from all over the world to join us to solve 4 water problems. Problems that could drive their wild imagination, but still deliver practical and feasible solutions. For the challenge on reducing water footprint of an everyday product, a team of students discovered that 17,000 liters of water is required to make a leather bag that we all love to carry. This amount of hidden water can sustain a human's water intake for 15 years. That's a lot. In order to solve this problem, another university team actually bought small pieces of rawhide for their research trials to test a new method of tanning leather. We also got students thinking, what if we have to move to Mars? How do we make life sustainable for 100 scientists, engineers, and designers? A high school team developed a 107-page presentation detailing the design of a water system to extract, transport, treat, store, and reuse water. They also developed Martian water policies. The proposed Martian Water Regulatory Board limits the maximum water usage per person to 44 liters per day. This is 4 times lower than our average water usage today. Looks like we'll get fined if we take too long to shower. Through solving this extremely complex challenge, I hope we can then figure out what's the right thing to do on Earth and treasure what we now have on Earth. Technology is a game changer to many global issues we face in the world today. And innovation is the process of changing the game. Our students literally created exciting games to engage members of the public to monitor water quality in their communities. How do these games transform our behaviors? I'll let you hear more from the students later. There's a problem with too little water. There's also a problem with too much water at the wrong place. A 17-year-old student applied artificial intelligence methods to predict floods with high accuracy and is amongst one of the winners today. I hope this student can continue to uplift his and his community's knowledge to manage flood risk better. And Xylem Ignite offers an incubator program to all these talented students who desire to scale up their innovation. We will pair you up with a mentor from Xylem and provide support in various ways, including product development, marketing, and business strategy to bring your prototype to the next level. To all students watching this, I'll encourage you to check out this incubators program and other exciting upcoming events through our website at xylem.com/ignite. Lastly, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our partners and supporters. Thank you to our event partners, Earth Echo, Clean Water Services, Mars City Design, and Be My App for developing challenge statements, leading webinars, and organizing this successful innovation event. We're also grateful to our judging panel, including our customers and partners at Water Environment Federation, WEF, PUB Singapore, and Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. To the over 80 colleagues from Xylem who kindly volunteer your time as a mentor, judge, or speaker, thank you, as this event will not be possible without you. And finally, a big thank you to all the amazing student participants of 2021 Innovation Challenge for solving water with us. Next up, let's take a look at students' incredible efforts.
Thank you, Delph, for sharing. Without further ado, we will now be presenting the awards to our winners, beginning with the high school category. Let us invite Hayati Yerkadis, Xylem's SVP and President of Water Infrastructure and Europe Commercial Team, to address the winners. Hayati, please.
My congratulations to the students and their families. I served on the judging panel for the high school project submissions. I'm so humbled to be here with you. Every one of you is present today because you had the courage, perseverance, and talent to step up and tackle our pressing water problems. You are the young innovators and future leaders. It's a great honor to have you join Xylem in our efforts to solve the world's biggest sustainability challenge. These challenges are personal to many of us. I know that from growing up in a village in northeast mountains of Turkey and facing serious water and sanitation issues every day. I am truly heartened to see your commitment and bold ideas, especially now when water challenges are escalating and millions of lives are at risk. I hope that through the Xylem Global Student Innovation Challenge, you all have gained valuable learnings and strong understanding of the problems that we face. Take the time to celebrate this achievement, but also continue to move forward and challenge yourself to do more. We need your great ideas and your conviction. You have the opportunity and the talent to change the world. And remember, Xylem is here to support you in your water journey. Thank you. With that, I will be announcing the third place winners of the high school category. And the winner is Trophies. Congratulations, Trophies. Let me say a few words about what the Team Trophies have developed. Trophies developed an application that aims to enhance community awareness about local water crisis. It focuses on youth and influences them to take action. I am thrilled to also present you your well-deserved check, Trophies. Congratulations.
Thank you, Hayati, and magandang araw sa inyong lahat. I am Michelle Usi from Team Droppies, together with Anika Caminero, Aline Castro, Archie Ferreira, and Lawrence Quasay. We are from the Philippines, and we are all studying at Valenzuela City School of Mathematics and Science, or for short, BCSMS. On behalf of my team, I'd like to thank Xylem for giving us such an amazing opportunity to share ideas with all of you. We are truly honored and grateful for the recognition we have received for Droppies. All of these were made possible by the hard work and dedication my team has. So to Lawrence, Anika, Elaine, and Archie, big thanks for your efforts. I also want to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to my team's parents for their unwavering support to us as we work on our project. To our school, BCSMS, and to our teachers there, especially Miss Marjorie and Miss Jelly, for guiding us throughout the Innovation Challenge. Finally, I would like to conclude this brief speech with what we learned during the Innovation Challenge. Apart from gaining loads of knowledge about various water issues, we also realized that we can be part of the solution no matter how young we are. Once again, salamat, thank you, and have a wonderful day, everyone.
Thank you, Hayati. And Droppies, once again, a huge congratulations. I'll now invite Delph to announce the runner-up. Delph, please.
All right. And the second prize goes to Rehydro For Rehydro's project, they work on reducing the water footprint in the production of rice and making hydroponics more feasible for mass production. Congratulations! You won $3,000.
Hi everyone, my name is Bao Yu and here with me are my teammates Yiheng and Lavanya. We are from Raffles Junior College, Singapore. On behalf of my whole team, thank you for this award. We are especially honored because we know that every other team in the running have put forward its best game. Firstly, introducing my team's project idea, Rehydro aims to reduce the water footprint of rice and make hydroponic farming more feasible, profitable, and environmentally friendly. Secondly, I'd like to thank my teammates, Yiheng and Lavanya, who have been very active and dedicated in shaping our ideas. Many challenges and problems have come about in the journey. However, with time and dedicated efforts, each of them have been resolved. In fact, thinking about how our project idea can benefit people and the environment has given us the motivation to overcome our obstacles. Lastly, I'd like to thank Xylem for giving us this opportunity to share our ideas. And with the success of pitching our project, we are now more motivated to explore new innovations to tackle current water challenges in the future. Once again, thank you.
Thank you, Delph, and once again, congratulations to Rehydro. I will now hand over to Patrick. Patrick, please.
And so finally, the moment that we've all been waiting for, the first prize for the high school category. And that prize goes to Team Uplift, Urban Predictive Learning Implemented Flood Tracking. Congratulations, Team Uplift.
Hi, my name is Surya Talavarjula and my project is Uplift, Urban Predictive Learning Implemented Flood Tracking. The problem was to find a way to predict flooding events given rainfall, discharge, and gauge height data. I used machine learning to predict flooding severity based on these factors. I created an application where the user can input values for discharge, gauge height, and rainfall, and the output is flood prediction. In addition to this functionality, I also included an explanation of all the terms and a space for community input. I believe that my project can have a significant impact in terms of predicting and preventing flooding because it uses tracked and recorded data with 15-minute intervals to do this. Thank you.
And now I'd like to hand the check over to Surya, who represents that team. $5,000, young man.
All right. I just want to say thank you so much to Xylem and Patrick and all the team members who were there and who ran this competition, started the competition, and also judged, because I think it's a really, really valuable competition, and just to allow students to really get their ideas out there and showcase their skills and actually use that to tackle real world problems. So like, first of all, I'd really like to thank my parents, because they were the ones who took care of everything, my entire life. And especially as I was working on the project, they made sure that everything was taken care of, and they really encouraged me to go and do this project and actually really power through it. So I really want to say thanks to my parents, because they were just a big factor, and I really wouldn't be here without my parents. So I just really want to say, I want to give them a big shout out. And then also I want to give I just want to reiterate my shout out to Xylem, because this is a really, I think it's an extremely valuable opportunity for students, and especially me, because I felt like it was a great opportunity to use machine learning and actually advance my abilities in machine learning and use that to tackle, not just like some artificial problem, but like a real world problem that you needed a solution for. I used my machine learning capabilities to do that. And I think it's a really, really valuable thing for like students to be able to get that get that experience and get that out there. It was really good. It was a really valuable experience just in general overall. And so yeah, that pretty much finishes my speech. But it was I just want to say, thank you to Xylem, Patrick, Iris, and the production team and everybody that's here, because this is I think it's just extremely valuable what we're doing here. I think it's just really great.
Well, Surya, huge congrats. The attribution that you've given to your parents and those around you that supported you, that is the epitome of when I say team sport. That's a big part of what we're talking about. And I can assure you, they are extremely proud of you today. And as are we. Congratulations for just a terrific project.
Thank you.
A big congratulations, Uplift. Truly a magnificent project. Before moving on, we'd love to get to know more about you, your project, and your experience in the challenge. I'll now invite Hayati, Delph, and Patrick to ask their questions.
So, Surya, we've got a few questions for you here, and I'm joined by both Delph and Hayati. Let me take the first one. One of the things that we talk about, and I mentioned in my opening comments, was some of the challenges that we face, whether it be around awareness, but also just overcoming obstacles in the space of water. What obstacles would you want to highlight that you faced during this innovation challenge, and where you got the courage to overcome them?
Okay, I just want to start off by saying that I think that's a really great question. And one of my first obstacles that I had to face was the data that I actually received. Like, there were lots of duplicated dates and values, and there was also some missing values. And the machine learning model that I wanted to run, it wouldn't run unless everything was pristine, all the values were perfect. So I had to clean up all that data, and it took a really, really long time. There was especially the duplicated dates. There were lots of them in the data that I received. So before I even had to begin on my actual machine learning model, I had to do that first, and that was one of the biggest challenges, because I didn't even know if how good it would work, or how good it would be. So I did that in the hopes that my project would all work out, and it did. So it ended up being a really, really valuable challenge that I had to overcome, but I had to overcome it first, and that was the tough part. Another challenge that I can just say is that the part of the problem was that when I was creating, it's now at the end of my project, when I was trying to create the web app, is that this program called the Jupyter Notebook, the website would not stay open unless this program was running. So that was one of the other obstacles that I had to overcome, is I had to always keep this notebook open on my computer every single time that I needed somebody to access this website that I created. So that also was a major obstacle for me that I had to plan for and overcome. But yeah, those were two of important challenges that I faced and overcame.
Well, Siri, I am so impressed with your tenacity, and what you've touched on is arguably the single biggest challenge that our utility operators and customers around the world are facing when it comes to empowering the use of data, are those missing values and disconnects that are there. So as you develop a workaround on that, that is going to be very, very powerful for utilities around the world.
Thank you.
Yeah, I totally agree. So yeah, if you had more time, more than the 8 weeks that you were allocated to solve this problem, how would you improve your solution?
Okay, so I have a whole list of ideas that I've created, of things that I really want to do in the future. So one of them is that, I was thinking there could be something like automatic GPS recognition of location. you know, automatic rainfall discharge and gauge height data like inputted to like the model, so that you know, the user wouldn't have to do that. It could just come in like automatically. That's that would be like my next step for like as far as the web app development. And then also you know, something, you know, just like for the app in general to make it better. Like for example, you know, a community member can add more things, like for example, a picture and other things that they want to share. Also, I need like a server that can have the client portal available at all times, so the website can just always be accessible. Would be also one of my next steps. Also, I would say spatial information along with the flood warning in the model would be huge for me to include in my project. And also another thing would be to include radar estimates of like rainfall and weather forecasting techniques to like predict this rainfall and then input that into the model like ahead of time. So it would allow for time to take precautions. So I'd basically be using the radar estimates and then inputting that into the machine learning model I created to create a flooding forecast basically from the rainfall forecast. So those are like some of my, you know, like a few of my like future work ideas. But like if I had like, you know, if I had more time, then I would like definitely go into these.
You do.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Very good idea.
Amazing, Surya. I mean, this is such an inspiring story. And as I listen to your answers to the questions, those are critical for success for, as Patrick mentioned, for our customers. So keep working on them, please, and count on us that we are here to support you. My question is really, Surya, your project, your interest in water is very impressive and very inspiring. What would you advise to the youth all around the world with respect to passion around water, based on your experience and learnings from this project you worked on?
Absolutely. So I think that's like a really great question and way, to inspire others is one of like the most important things. And because, you know, you're one person, but a team of 20 people can achieve a lot more than just one person. So my advice to anybody else that wants to go and like solve real world problems and like water problems in general would be, first of all, just like know that you shouldn't think that any problem is too big to solve. Like, oh yeah, that, you know, I'm never going to be able to do that. It's too difficult. You know, there's always a place you can start. If you're looking to solve like a big overarching problem, you can start in a small place and then progress upwards. There's like little things you can do at the beginning and then make your way and then really develop your ideas so that they actually are feasible. They're more feasible and more applicable to the real world. But always, I see my number one advice would be just make sure that you understand that no idea is really too big, and you can always find a place to start, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, very well said. Thank you, Surya.
Terrific. Well, again, Surya, on behalf of Xylem, just a huge congratulations to you. Very impressed. So proud that you were part of this competition. And again, you've got lots of time. And so collaboration is the key, and never giving up, as you said.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the questions and insightful answers. We will now proceed with the university category. To address the winners, we have Dave Flinton, Xylem's SVP, Chief Innovation Technology and Products Officer. Dave, please.
Well, thanks, Jen. It really was an honor and honestly a real challenge to be part of the university level judging panel. This was not an easy task. All of the teams brought such new, interesting perspectives, and we really saw some thorough, insightful work. Took us a lot of time to deliberate and come up with the top three. And I want to thank my fellow judges from Xylem, Singapore PUB, and the Chicago MWRD. In my role at Xylem, I'm really fortunate. I get to work with a lot of people who innovate on water every day. And what's clear to me is that the challenges that we face in the world are real. We've got water crises happening all over the world. It's impacting human health, it's impacting global politics, migration, creating conflict, and it's negatively impacting climate change. So we've got to stay really laser focused on solving these water problems with new approaches, innovative approaches, and business models so that we can enable more resilient communities and make water more affordable. All of the university student participants have a unique opportunity to really work in this industry and create positive change for people, our communities, and the environment. So I really hope you take the passion you've shown in these projects and apply it to a career in the water industry. But no matter where you end up, I want to thank you for your work here and for inspiring me and my colleagues. And so with that, I'd like to announce the third place winners of the university category. And the third prize goes to the Mizu Warriors. Mizu Warriors created a really unique 4-part filtration system for gray water recycling to reduce the water footprint of homes. It's a really great piece of work, and I want to congratulate them. And I have this check to give them for $1,500. And so congratulations, team. Really great work. Great work.
Thank you. I, Trushil Patel, along with my teammates, Namrata, Karan, Bhumi, and Falak, from Pandit Dindayal Energy University, India, are pleased and honored to represent Mizu Warriors at Xylem Innovation Challenge. We thank our beloved parents, our Professor Vishwesh Badeka, and mentors Ms. Daly and Aniket for their constant support throughout this journey. This journey was a memorable one with a lot of learning experience and has taught us the lesson of sustainability in our lives. We would like to thank Team Xylem for giving us this great opportunity to showcase our great idea. Lastly, I would like to say, a small innovation can make a huge difference for a better tomorrow. Thank you, one and all.
Thanks, Dave, and congratulations once again to Mizu Warriors. I'll now pass you back to Delph, who'll announce the second prize winners. Delph.
The second prize of the university category goes to Mars Water Extraction and Transportation. Congratulations! Mars Wet Solution to create a comprehensive system for life on Mars, focused on water extraction using rock wells and water management using blockchain technology. 3,000 cash prize.
To be called up to this platform at the award ceremony, it is definitely a surreal experience for the 5 of us. Winning this prestigious competition at university category has never came across our minds. Our progress was continuously hindered by a lockdown, and we somehow felt academically inferior to other teams, since the 4 of us have not started our undergraduate studies. However, we continue to strive forward, and we would like to dedicate this triumph to those who have sacrificed their time and effort to help us achieve this impossible. We would like to thank our mentors at Xylem, who guided us immensely on our project ideas. Our project transformed from proposing floating blimps to our trademark Rockwell and Rasol rovers as our main source of water production on Mars. Not to mention Lim Kaiwen, who spent much of his weekends guiding us on creating that beautiful scale model that has garnered so much attention. Above all, we sincerely appreciate Xylem for giving us this amazing opportunity to showcase our passion, enthusiasm, and talent for scientific research and Martian exploration. I am Zongjun.
I'm Junsen.
I'm Ian.
I'm Jiaxuan.
I'm Kremen.
And we are Mars Wet from Penang, Malaysia. Thank you.
Thank you, Delph, and once again, congratulations to Mars Wet. I'll now pass you over to Patrick to announce the winner. Exciting. Patrick?
And now for the $5,000 first place prize for the university category goes to the team White Oil. That team developed innovations to reduce the water footprint of lithium batteries for electric vehicles. Big congratulations to that team. And with that, I now want to present them with the $5,000 check. So to Team White Oil, over to you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So, hi everyone, I'm Rochelle, and together with me, we have Hui Jen and Apple. So we are a team based in Singapore, and we are from the National University of Singapore. On behalf of my team White Oil, we are actually honored to be receiving the first prize in the university category for the Xylem Global Student Innovation Challenge. We are actually grateful that Xylem organizes this competition and give us the opportunity to enhance our knowledge of the issues surrounding water and sustainability. So through this competition, we came to realize that technology is actually a double-edged sword. Just like how electric cars may be greener alternatives to fueled cars, but there are also hidden problems we are not aware of. This inspired us to explore and create solutions that are not only innovative, but also feasible to benefit our global community. We hope that our solution could inspire more youth to take on the challenge to resolve this increasing important sustainability issue. We'd like to thank our school for imparting us with knowledge of the water industry and critical thinking skills which came in handy when we're looking for a feasible solution to solve the issue due to the rising demand of battery. I'm also very grateful to have my teammates who are very supportive. So the competition started at the busiest time of our semester with submission, exam, and final year project. So this is really a busy time of our whole semester. But last but not least, we also like to thank our families and friends for throughout this whole competition, giving us mental support. Last but not least, we'd like to thank Xylem for this opportunity, and thank you everyone.
White Oil's presentation focused on reducing the water footprint of electric vehicle batteries. Our team comprises of Apple, Hui Jen, and Michelle. Electric vehicles have an enormous water footprint in the manufacturing of their lithium-ion batteries. The two critical issues of lithium mining are the competition for limited local water supply and the contamination of water bodies. Next, our team presents the White Oil solution. In the lithium extraction process, solar evaporation is replaced with a closed-loop gravity-driven membrane system. A mesh rests on a small area of water column to provide sufficient pressure for lithium filtration. The byproduct, distilled water, is recycled back to the system, and the extracted lithium is contained with the impervious geomembrane layer. In conclusion, our gravity-driven closed-loop water treatment system will be a new sustainable extraction method that could alleviate community water stress, reduce water footprint, minimize contamination, and speed up the extraction process. Thank you.
A big congratulations, White Oil. Truly an innovative project and one that tackles real problems too. Like before, we'd love to hear about you, your project, and your experience in the challenge. Dave, Delph, Patrick, feel free to ask away.
So, Team White Oil, congratulations again on being first place winner here. I'm joined by Delph and by Dave, and we've just got a few questions here that we'd like to present to you. To me, what I find fascinating about this is how rapidly the world's evolving in terms of the impact of lithium batteries, not just electric vehicles, but also in general. So as rapidly as that whole challenge is evolving, how did your project evolve throughout this competition? You know, what changed, what did you learn, and how did you integrate that into your efforts?
Well, thank you for the question. So how our whole project evolved, we all started with just
we were trying to find a topic or which one to really work on. And then we find that like actually there's a rising needs of electrical future in the field, electrical vehicle in the future. So that we think there might be an inevitable need to like increase water usage, as we know that as you produce something, your water production will also usage also increase at the same time. So through some research we have done, our team realized that electrical vehicles, though commonly known as something like environmentally friendly car, it might not always be the case. So hidden environmental impact like water pollution and excessive water usage were being incurred for the entire life cycle of the EV. And then a bulk of it actually go to the fuel consumption as well as the battery production. So as we know that with many pioneers already seeking alternative to new form of energy, we thought that we should find something else to work on, which is the lithium battery production. So thereby we decided to work on this solution, a white out solution focusing on how we can reduce the water usage and eliminate possible contamination. And our idea actually start off with simple idea of like filtering off unnecessary stuff. So like how the normal extraction process is like for lithium extraction is they'll take a brine from the underground water and then let it be at a soft flat and then let the water evaporate and then get the lithium carbonate. So what I'm thinking is that we can, instead of waiting so long for the lithium carbonate to be present, why not we filter the lithium carbonate out? So that was the initial idea. And then this idea was actually reinforced when we started to work do more research online. And then we found out that actually, there's a few researchers actually working on filtering lithium carbonate, and then they were pretty successful with that. So like, okay, this idea is not bad, But other than this, what else can we do, right? So on top of the idea of using membrane, we were actually inspired by the approach Singapore government used to recycle used water, which provides our country with additional water sources. So they use so we use this membrane to like filter our water, which is the new water, and then this whole used water is being reused. So that was like another idea. We want to form like a closed loop system where water can be reused. So combining membranes and the whole idea of like closed loop system. So our ideas slowly combine together. Yeah. And then on top of that, we are also civil engineering students. So we deal with like geotechnical work, structural work, and then we also know there's this thing called the geomembrane, which is pretty effective in like preventing water from leaking into the underground water. So we thought combining all these things that we have learned, and then come up with this whole new idea of like treating, extracting lithium with all these little methods that we come up to prevent like number one, water from leaking into the water bodies, and then number two, like reusing water, and the third, speed up the process as well. So all our ideas combined together, and then that's how our project actually evolves. Yeah.
That's terrific. One of the things I'm most impressed by, and I know the folks who were looking at these projects, the fact that you're really focusing in on the challenge of reuse, but also minimizing water losses and water leakage is so fundamental and critical. All the water that's ever been on the planet is on the planet. And your ability to educate and create awareness around the importance of reuse and minimizing water losses is very impressive. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And Team White Oil, I know that along your journey, you must have a lot of challenges, and there should be a lot of obstacles that you have to overcome. So could you share with us what is the most difficult aspect of the project?
Thank you, Doug, for the questions. So actually, I'm really thankful for Xylem for organizing this competition, this challenge, because it really gave us a chance to delve into the issues. And also, part of the difficult aspect in our project is probably to narrow it down to a smaller range, such that we have a point that is a more impactful and concise, and to narrow it down and filter it down into a point that it's like a wow point, in the sense that this is something that I never thought about. And actually, when we actually did our research online, we found that a lot of actually related to our daily products like mobile phones. And why we did not delve into mobile phones was because when we actually look deeper into electric vehicles during the life cycle process, we actually realized the carbon footprint is really large for the electric vehicles. So we thought that, oh, this is something that we have never learned and we didn't know it beforehand. So it will be a really good time for us to actually let the other people know how this really sustainable potential vehicle is a double sword, as mentioned as Michelle by in her speech. Like, it's a double sword. It has a sustainable impact, but also actually, in fact, if there's some other negative impacts where if we do some necessary changes or measures behind, we can actually prevent those from happening. So probably another difficulty would be probably to having this competition online, where especially in this period of time when we have this session and we were not able to actually meet up face to face and discuss the issue. So it's a really inspiring and a new experience for us to work online. Yep.
Yeah, so usually the first part of the project where you're trying to figure out what to work on is usually really tough. And I'm glad that with all this online and virtual environment, you guys did well and won the first prize. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Team Whiteout, I had a question for you as well. I just want to say congratulations and thanks for all the work. I was fortunate enough to be on the assessment panel for the university project. And just on behalf of everybody on that assessment panel, I mean, really inspired by the work that you did. And so given that, my question is, what advice or inspirational words would you have for others who may want to make a difference in water or the world?
Thank you for the question. So like what Michelle and Jen said, technology is a double-edged sword. And as you can see around us, technology has been progressing throughout the decades. There are problems solved and there are also new problems arising from the new technology. So I would hope that we can inspire you to actually look around them to see and explore new solutions using the new upcoming technology to solve new upcoming problems as well. Like for our problem, we are dealing with lithium battery. It's not like a big hoo-ha decades ago, but now with the electric car being so popular and people are trying to approach a greener solution, now lithium extraction becomes more and more important. So that's like an uprising issue. As such, we would like to hope that youth nowadays can actually take up the challenge and be more proactive in solving the upcoming sustainable issue. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I think that's really well said. Just being really thoughtful and cognizant of the impact of products on the environment, and certainly your project has kind of elevated the dialogue around this. So thank you and congratulations again.
And congratulations to the team. Again, terrific work here. As we said before, to all of the winners, you've got all the time in the world to continue to build on this, to evolve this, and we stand ready here to support and engage you. So, but again, thanks for your leadership and your passion in this area.
Thank you.
And no doubt, your family and friends are very proud of you today.
Very grateful to all their support as well. And thank you, Xylem, for giving us this opportunity, and thanks for giving us the recognition. We're very grateful for it. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Before we come to the end of the ceremony, let me once again invite Patrick for his closing remarks. Patrick, please.
So congratulations once again to this year's winners, but also to all of our participants in the challenge. We're so proud of your talent and your passion. Xylem Ignite is here and dedicated to providing you with the information and opportunities that you need to really start your journey as a water innovator. We're so excited about the future of this program, but we're also equally, if not more excited about your future and all that you can achieve. when you apply your passions and talents to such an important cause. We're really proud of you for stepping up and accepting this challenge. Together, we can solve what we believe to be this world's most urgent and fundamental challenge, and that is water. So let's ignite the next generation of water innovators, and together, let's solve water. Thank you.
With that, the Xylem Ignite Awards Ceremony and global launch has come to an end. Thank you everyone for attending. And once again, a huge congratulations from the bottom of our hearts for our young winners. Keep a lookout for the Xylem Ignite feature video after this. Bye everyone.
We believe in the power of young people to build a more sustainable world. With Xylem Ignite, we are creating a platform to engage students in meaningful activities to solve water with us.
I'm here because all around the world, water security is being threatened, and I understand how important it is to protect global water supplies, and I really want to contribute to this cause.
Hi, I'm Surya Talavarjula, and I care about water because water is the most important resource on Earth, and providing access to clean water is probably the single biggest issue facing developing areas.
I loved the hackathon, especially in quarantine where it's easy to feel isolated. It was a great opportunity to re-involve yourself in the world, take a stab at a real problem, and even to continue developing my idea with real engineers was amazing.
As human beings, it is our responsibility to give the next generation a better version of world with more positive changes.
So let us all step up together
to make a better tomorrow.
Let's create a more water-secure future together.
Are you ready to ignite?